Griffith! Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Shadowtoys Photography. Today, we're reviewing and going through the Berserk collection, part 2, Guts in his Berserker armor. We're going to do a comparison, show you my custom and my Figma, and just the sequel to the last video. This is going to be the continuation of the Berserk Kentaro Miura-sama appreciation, full collection, Berserk collection video. Just all things Berserk. We're going to get into it. It's going to be great. If you haven't subscribed, do it now. Come on, I'm here, do it. And other than that, let's go in and let's get into this. All right, so here is the Figuarts Guts in his Berserker armor. And I don't know if it's coming through, but man, he's got a lot of like purples in there. Now that I'm seeing under the LED lights here. One note, I am having a little trouble getting his extra head to snap on there tightly because of everything. I mean, it's on there nice, but if I move it and stuff, it starts to get loose and starts to pop off. But his other head sculpt, which I'll show you, is pretty nice. So here's the Figuart. Right, go over all the details. Cloth goods cape, way better than the Figma. I'm going to pull that out in just another minute. Just go over quickly the aesthetic. Boots, man, the wash and dirt on him. You can kind of see the purple, but over the camera, it's like, wow, he looks like I would almost classify him as like a purple colored character, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what color is this figure? It looks gray on screen, and I look over the camera and it's like, oh, that's purple. That's like almost, here, let me bring in this Mezco Joker here just to see. Yeah, you can't see it, but over the camera it's like, oh, he kind of goes with that Joker, but through the camera, interesting what some lights will do. And the eye and trick of the eye, that's very interesting. But anyways, yeah, so let's move on with that. Let me bring out the Figma. So as you saw before, I kind of have my custom here. And I did find all the extra parts. All the accessories and all my custom pieces. So this is the Figma. And I put his arms back on there. This is the, again, Mezco Barbarian Booster accessory pack. Yeah, I just popped that on them. It looks great. You know, really cool. So before I do the transformations on all that, and well, it's first off, all right, let me grab the Gatling crossbow gun. I guess you could say automatic crossbow. So this is the one I was using. So real quick, with the first Guts here in the Berserker armor, he's like, this is where he uses the crossbow, right? And you can switch his arm out, which I showed before, right? So this was mine, the one I couldn't find. I got this. This is a 1/6 scale. I got this on eBay. Oh my gosh. 20 years ago, I would say it's accurate. 15, 20 years ago. He needed his crossbow and there's literally nothing. And I'm like, I need something real good, you know? And I found other things, but this was just perfect. And it came with like a cloth goods. This is like a pleather holster here, you know? And I had it on my first Figma Guts that I showed in the other video. And I could put it on here. It fits right around his back there, just looped over the chain. And I could stick it on there for through the Barbarian booster set. And it'll go on him perfectly. Just like it does. Let me show you on him under the cape here, which I don't think I showed in the other video, honestly. Which is cool, and that's just like a nub piece. Yeah, it's just like a lot, but grab it. That comes out, you know what I mean? And then it gets like the illusion, you know, kind of like what they like to do with the sword and sheath. You know how it's just like the hilt in the sheath. And then they give you another separate sword. It's like the similar concept, like, and they give you the full thing right here. So I thought that was really cool. Here, and then pull it out there. And I got one of those invisible, like, rubber bands, the clear rubber bands. And it'll just fit, like, right over his hand. You know, unfortunately, the, I don't know what they're actually called, the bowstring holders. Forgive me, I'm not up on my crossbowness, but the you know, that where the bowstring would go on each corners of that does not pop out. They do not pop out, but it's got the slot in there. And yeah, I mean, just for intents and purposes, if I could just kind of put it on there, it worked. You could see it works. You know what I mean? And then you gotta get his other hand on there like he's cranking it. You know what I mean? So for what I wanted it to do for the time, it worked. And see, he's kind of like coming apart here. I barely got that thing on. And yeah, and I had my crossbowness here. So I thought that was really cool. Here, let me make sure I show everything off about it. The 1/6 scale guts, gosh, I can't even tell you how much I paid for this back in the day. 15, 20 bucks, maybe 25 bucks. I didn't pay 100 for it, that's for sure. But God only knows what it's up to now. So, and I think they've redone a couple. I think 3.0 did 1/6 scale guts. I'm not too sure. I know they did 1/6 scale Berserk. I'm pretty sure it's 3.0. Check them out. So you may not have to like spend an arm or a leg on this old school one, but I'm not sure how his like crossbow and stuff came out. Maybe it's better than this, and maybe those parts actually do pop out. But I don't recall him having one that like it was extended. I recall this just being the only piece for that. 1/6 scale guts. But so pretty cool. That was number one. Number two, his Isidro throwing knives there. Not Isidro, excuse me. Judo. Judo, or Judo, however you want to pronounce it. His throwing knives. Well, that's why Guts uses them. That's why I like that Guts does that. So again, he doesn't come with one. This did not come off the 1/6 one, but this came off the Art of War Guts, which I do have. I don't have it here with me to show off, unfortunately. Oh man, I don't know why I didn't think to do that. I'm doing a Berserk collection video. Hello. I guess I'm updating. You know, I haven't used that figure in decades, you know what I mean? So I just took this from him and I put it on my Figma Guts for like yeah, it's been like 20 years, I would say, probably. Yeah, just about that. And yeah, maybe a little shy. And then a couple years later, when the Figma came out, obviously I moved to Figma. And then it was like a short time, maybe like 5 years, 6. Don't quote me on that. I get in the wheelhouse, but and then yeah, so I haven't used that Guts in a long time, in my defense. The Art of War old school Guts, he's been stored away for a long time. I just stole one of his knives. I think it came with 2. I wasn't gonna risk it, so I just took one just in case, because I don't want to lose it. But again, yeah, he can hold it. Let's see if I can get it. I'm not used to really using it with this figure, to be honest with you. I was using it with the other one. Here, let's put it on the figure art, actually. Let's see if that works. I'm sure with one of his other hands, but let's see here. Oh yeah, so pretty sweet. So I can get it in a pose, and like he's like gonna throw it, or he kind of like throws it with 2 fingers, and he's like whoosh. So it's kind of, I have to get a new hand sculpt for that. But yeah, I mean, again, for intents and purposes, it works. So really glad I have this. I know it's kind of silly, but if you're a Berserk fan, you get it. And if you are Guts fan and you like, you know, his arsenal and all that stuff, you get it. So yeah, so that's number 2. And actually there's 2 more. This stupid knife keeps coming off. All right, we're gonna leave that actually to the side because I didn't need that. We'll use that right now. So I am disappointed that the Figuarts didn't come with a removable one, and neither did the Figma. which was disappointing. So yeah, no, it's not gonna come out of there. Look how deep that hole is. That's molded. So I don't know why I chucked that, but yeah, so the Figma also came with a molded one. So again, I had to go back to my Art of War, and I got his throwing knife. It's a little big, but it's so close to it. But it just outscales just a tad, which stinks. I mean, honestly, once he gets the Berserker armor, he barely uses his other stuff. Rarely, I mean, the throwing knives. But I don't recall him using this knife other than like as a tool, really, more than a weapon. Before he gets the Berserker armor, before he gets it, he uses the knife a fair deal to kill monsters with. But yeah, it's a little worn there from battle. And he's been through the collection, because you know the rules of the Shadowverse. If I kill a character gets killed off, a figure gets killed off, it's out of the collection, out of the Shadowverse, gone. Either back to storage, maybe just sold later, maybe as a, you know, might be good, but that was just a better upgrade. And yeah, so well, you get the idea. So pretty cool. Let's see again if he can hold it. I'm sure he can if he can hold the other one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to force that into his hand, honestly. So he can hold it, but I'm gonna have to force that through, and I don't want to mess up his Dragon Slayer holding hand. But it'll definitely fit. It'll definitely work. Excellent. All right. So some of these are gonna stick around. Nice. Obviously I'm not gonna use this anymore, I don't think. But because this is just so much cooler. I mean, and it even's got the crank. Just a couple arrows maybe or something, but I guess I'm just gonna have to use the imagination. All right, finally, I guess it's kind of a continuation from that, is his, cannon hand. So this is his normal cannon hand, and then this is his Berserk armor one. So he's got the cannon hand, and then before he goes Berserker armor, it's like this, right? So when he goes Berserker armor, I thought it came out of his palm, you know, like straight out of the middle there. I didn't realize it kind of like the suit pulls off of him like the Venom suit, you know what I mean? And he's able to shoot it like that. I thought it came out of his palm and it powered up the cannonball fire, you know what I mean? Like kind of gave it I don't know, some kind of Dragon Ball Kamehameha boost, you know what I mean? Just a little oomph in the blast, you know? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, and then the Figma here. Oh no, I think this was for not this one. Yeah, this one, the Figma, did not come with a version of this. Only I don't have it out from the other video, the first video, Figma guts, not Berserk armor, just the Black Swordsman. So that's how his goes. So that's compared to this more accurately. So this is definitely a lot better than just the thing. But this was fine. I mean, you could put an explosion or something in there. Effect piece. This you can't. So I guess this is, again, the winner. But this is definitely not bad at all. I mean, it's nicely sculpted. It's painted all right. And, again, for intents and purposes, it worked. So, can't complain. So, yeah, I forgot. This one does not have this version. So, upgrade. So, this is already winning in comparison. Pretty sweet. Oh, on the side there. Nice. It just snaps in like that. Cool. Really cool. So, we're learning a bit here. All right, finally, let's compare. I compared the last Dragon Slayer. So this is his Dragon Slayer. This is not his Dragon Slayer, but I'm only going to use one Dragon Slayer sword. And this is going to be it. As you can see, it's got some, I don't know if that's on purpose or mine just has some schmutz on it. But I guess it is farther in the timeline, and he is using this a lot more, and it's fine. So I put the other one that came with him, that one, away, and the Figuarts, that version. And yeah, so I'm just going to use his sword for both, because it's the exact same sword. I could pull it out, but it's literally the exact same thing. Just this one has some kind of stuff on it. I don't know. But that's cool. All right, and let's bring out the Figma Berserker Armor Full Rage version sword. So this is not the Black Swordsman Figma sword. This is Figma Guts Berserker Armor sword. And yeah, I'll bring them in comparisons. Just want to take this one in. It's got a little paint in the middle. That's not from me or anything like playware or shelfware. That's how it was painted. Kind of I don't know, it's cleaner than the Black Swordsman version, obviously, but yeah, it's strange. Here, let's bring in the bigger one so you can see. It's like almost makes this one look like a toothpick. Jeez. This is almost like a real knife size. Like 1-to-1 scale to humans. Big humans. Normal walking around humans. Yeah, but in action figure world, yeah, this one's a lot better. I love that texturing in there, and you could feel it. It's really, really nice. I mean, this has it too. I feel it's rough. You know, this is nice and smooth on the edge, and this is rough. But this is like almost gravel in comparison to this. This is a lot smoother than this. Get the handles. Both got a real chain. That chain looks better. But yeah, not bad. A lot more washes on the Figma. A lot more washes. Coming in, there we go. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I guess there's one more comparison. It's just atrocious, but before we get into the figures themselves, the Figma cape, are you ready? As it comes down like the smoke monster from Lost. This sculpted monstrosity. Geez, it doesn't even fit all on screen. Unbelievable. And it's like you're supposed to, you see how like it's just like plugs into his back there. I mean, again, word of the day or phrase of the day, for intents and purposes, but okay, even put that in there. There we go. But jeez, yeah, it looks good, you know, if you're just gonna have him on the shelf, but my God, I think it is possibly the biggest sculpted cape on a 1/12 scale figure. Like traffic cone, you don't have to worry. He could stand in any pose with this friggin' thing. Oh my gosh, it's huge how this thing came off. But yeah, I can't even get it on screen here. I could pick him up by the cape. It's ridiculous. All right, let's get into some more comparisons, as in like compare these figures up and clean this up here. Okay, now here's just a quick size comparison off the bat. I had to take that monstrosity cape off. Yeah, I don't even know where to put this thing. I'm gonna leave it right here. But yeah, so as you can see, scale wise, Figma is on screen, it looks taller, but when I'm looking, they're about equal. I would even give it to the Figuart, actually, would say a little bigger. This is obviously smaller than these two guys, but let's bring them in for a bit of a close-up. Well, first, the Figma, I guess. Figuarts will stand back there. But he's got a little hair on there. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's got a huge hair stuck on him. I get it. Jeez Louise. Anyways, so as you can see, this is like his control. He's in control. I don't know if the light is going to hit in those eyes perfectly, but I mean, he's got the blind one in there, and then you can make out his eye. There you go. You can see it. You see his eye in there? Yeah, there it is. So pretty neat. I like that. And that one's obviously blind, but this is his control version, and he's got Shriek on his back. I will bring those out when I do her videos and compare her ghosts and stuff like that, because the figure art did not come with her ghost, but the Figma did come with her ghost. But Figma never made a Shriek figure, just Art of War, and I do have that, and we'll be comparing it. Trust me, I'll be bringing out all the comparisons and all the figures I have that I can remember to bring. So yeah, no, this is pretty cool. Let's actually, I think I can here, let me show you how it switches on camera this time instead of doing it off camera. So you just pop the head off. Oh, well, actually the face comes off too. Nice. There we go. Now you can see the face really easily. And that Guts does have an extra face too that you could switch out, which I'll show you. That's pretty cool. His face looks a lot better. I'm supposed to be able to just... Oh, no, his neck came with it. So that might happen, but as you can see, you'll see the system it's on, which is helpful and informative. So I'll pop this out carefully. Boom. Pop this back in. Make sure the fat end goes in. Wiggle this out. Wiggle this part in that I had on before, if it will. Oh, there we go. Move his arms out the way. And then the full doggy, if I can squeeze that on there. Nice. Not bad. Here, let me grab the cape real fast here. Once again. So you can see. All right, pretty cool. All right, let's get this Guts. Well, can I wiggle his head? See how his head pops off so easily? All right, and then peel that face off. That's pretty cool. I like how it's got like the Venom suit stuff coming up the side of his face. That's really cool. That's nice and like rubbery. All right, and I think this switch is kind of the same, honestly. You wiggle this out, right? And you put the smaller one in. Careful not to lose this. Oh, jeez Louise. Get in there. All right. Push the cape down. Get this head sculpt in there, and this one should stay a lot better. Oh yeah, I even felt it like click in. All right. Nice. Let's get them in there. Oh no, is his ear a little bit? Oh no, I think it's supposed to be, actually. I don't know if that's warped or what, but I don't want to break it. So his ears are a little sharper, the Figma. Here, let's I got so much stuff over here. All right, let me shuffle some stuff. Okay. Okay, so I'm struggling here. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm struggling. This cape has got to go. It's gonna look not as good because the cape isn't on him. Okay, so let's look at this one first. Mouth opens. I like the eyes. I like the sharp ears. I mean, you've seen the body. Went over it last video. I like how it's like wrapped around him like that. In the back, articulation on these are great. I mean, it's Figma, so you can, well, not too much of an ab crunch, but I think that one's going to get a little better. Of course, single jointed elbows. butterfly eyes. Legs can kind of kick up, and the knees are really, they go really nicely, really deep. So he's got really good articulation, and his mouth opens and closes. Really nice. Really nice. And then the Figuarts, I get Figma to stand. Cloth goods cape, so that's already a win. I mean, this one, I mean, it's better than this, but whoops, sorry. See how big this thing is? I'm surprised that didn't happen sooner. But this isn't bad, but obviously I don't mind it because that one was so bad. Honestly, they could have gave us a paper towel or something. We've been okay with it. Now, this is an exaggeration, obviously, but now this is really nice. I like the way this is cut. I mean, this was sculpted really nicely as well. You know what I mean? The colors, the wash, the dust. But yeah, this is nice. It's not bad, but it feels like it was made in like a school classroom. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel, the material feels quality, but I don't know, there's the overall of it doesn't. It feels quality and then it doesn't at the same time. I can't explain it. This is like the same exact cape almost. So I'm just not gonna, whoops, knocking stuff over now. I'm just not going to switch the capes back and forth because that would be ridiculous to keep doing all the time. So obviously the swords is one thing, but switching out capes and things like that is a completely different story. Okay, now that I'm done knocking stuff over, let's take a look at this. See, I like the eyes. See, I like what they did with the eyes a little bit better than the Figma, because this is the eye he can see out of, right? How bright that is. And look how dull the red is on his blind eye. I like that a lot. And in the manga, they kind of, it's not in color. I don't want to say some panels, but they'll do like a page in the front, like a couple posters and some illustrations and some covers. And just the way it's drawn, because it is black and white, but you can just tell by the way it's drawn that it's drawn so well, it feels like it's color. But you can tell that one is duller than the other. And I just can't believe Figuarts caught that detail. That is really, really nice. And of course, his mouth can open too. And it's a little bit like grosser. I like it. You know, it's like, you can get a lot bigger of a scream than that one. So yeah, not bad. You really can't go wrong, honestly. I would give it to, I mean, again, this isn't bad. You know, this is like fresh, like right from Flora. Flora. The witch of the forest, the tree forest. You know, right when he gets it, and this is after he's you know, he's in the belly of the sea beast, the great sea beast, when they're on the way to Elfhelm, I think it's called. But Fantasia arc, Elf Island. But yeah, so after he's been in that big monster killing like whales and all kinds of things. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. I am pretty happy about it. Let me see if I'm not missing anything here. A couple extra hands. They're a little bit on the softer side, but yeah, don't really know what else. I guess just get the swords in their hands, huh? Let's see. This is where I think, again, Figuarts is going to win. But both the swords operate the same way. You pop out the bottom. And I've used so many different variations of hands for this guy, because I'm just going to leave the bottoms off, because we're going to be switching these a lot. So you can hold it. Let's see if you can hold it. One hand. Yeah. So pretty strong. Not bad. Figma's got the strength. Let's see how Figuarts does. Let's pop this off as well. This is a little tighter fit. And can't find the back, but it's fine. Let's see, can he hold it? I already feel it. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Spoke too soon. Kind of. The answer is kind of. So, yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Figma can hold it a little better. Huh, surprising. I thought it'd go more Figuarts way. I mean, it's not bad, but again, wow, I'm surprised Figma can beat it. I mean, I can get, let's see if we can get the two-handed hold. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Not bad. Something here. I know that's not really how he holds it in this form, but yeah. So, I don't know. I think I was going to upgrade, but maybe I can kind of kit bash something. No, I think I'm going to go with Figuarts. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Figuarts. What do you think? Do you really think the Figma's that much better where I shouldn't upgrade? Yeah, it's got a better crunch. Can you look up? Yeah, you can look up and crunch. So, I think I'm going to go with the Figuart. I think it's the better upgrade. If you strongly disagree, definitely let me know, and I'll see. Maybe I can combine them or something. I don't know. But if not, I'm just going to move on and do the rest of the upgrades. Definitely at least, yeah, I have quite a few more Berserk videos planned. So definitely subscribe if you haven't. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload them. Sometimes it can be pretty randomly, so forgive that. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. Yeah, I'm liking the way this is going. Wow, he can really scream at you. All right, let's go. Till next time.